Welcome back. We are on the topic construction. We are considering some angles that can be constructed using a ruler and a pair of compasses only. In the previous video, we learned how to construct a 90 degrees angle using a ruler and a pair of compasses only. In this video, we are going to learn how to construct a 45 degrees angle and a 22.5 degrees angle using a ruler and a pair of compasses only. Let's start. We have a question here. The question says that using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, construct a 45 degrees and a 22.5 degrees angle at O. 22.5 is the same as 22.5. So a 22.5 degrees angle and a 22.5 degrees angle is the same thing. We have the line AB here, and this is point O, which falls on the line AB. We are going to construct a 45 degrees angle and a 22.5 degrees angle at point O. We will first start with the 45 degrees angle. So let's learn how to do that. In the previous video, we learned how to construct a 90 degrees angle. We got the 90 degrees angle by dividing the 180 degrees angle, which was formed by the semicircle, into two. So we bisected the 180 degrees angle to get the 90 degrees angle. 45 degrees is equal to 90 degrees divided by 2. So it means that if we want a 45 degrees angle, the first thing we have to do is to construct a 90 degrees angle. Then we will bisect that 90 degrees angle to get a 45 degrees angle. So if we are going to construct a 45 degrees angle at point O, we will first have to construct a 90 degrees angle at point O. We learned how to do that in the previous video, so we will go over it quickly in this video. We learned that to construct a 90 degrees angle at point O, the first thing you do is to put the needle of the compass on point O. Then you adjust your compass to a reasonable radius. Then after that, you turn the compass and you construct a semicircle on the line AB. Now after that, you move the needle of the compass from point O and you put it on this point, which is the first point of intersection between the semicircle and the line AB. Now after you are done with that, you adjust the compass a little bit, you turn it, and you construct an arc. After that, with the same radius, you move the needle of the compass from this point, then you put it on this point, which is the second point of intersection of the straight line and the semicircle. Then you turn the compass and you construct an arc to intersect the first one that you drew. So you construct an arc to intersect the first one that you drew, just as I have done here. I'm going to clean the excess part of the arc so that you can see it very clearly. Now this is the point of intersection of the two arcs, and this is point O. I'm going to call the point of intersection of the two arcs point C. So I have point C here. To get the 90 degrees angle, we will join point O to point C using our ruler and our pencil. So using a ruler and a pencil, you join point O to point C, and that will give us our 90 degrees angle. So from here, we can say that the angle COB will give us our 90 degrees angle. We learned how to do this in the previous video. Now we have the 90 degrees angle. To get the 45 degrees angle, we will have to bisect the 90 degrees angle. The 90 degrees angle is formed between the line OC and the line OB. So to bisect the 90 degrees angle, we move the needle of the compass from this point to this point, which is the point of intersection between the line OC and the semicircle. Then after that, you turn the compass and you construct an arc like I've done here. Then you move the needle of the compass from this point to this point, which is the point of intersection of the semicircle and the line OB. Then you turn the compass and you construct an arc to intersect the first one that you drew. So We have the point of intersection of the two arcs here, and this is point O. I'm going to clean the excess part of the arc so that you can see it very clearly. So this is the point of intersection of the two arcs. I'm going to call that point point D. So I'm calling the point of intersection of the two arcs point D. To get the 45 degrees angle, you join point D to point O. So using a ruler and a pencil, you join point D to point O. So joining point D to point O will give us the 45 degrees angle. So from here we can say that angle DOB will give us 45 degrees. So angle COB was 90 degrees. Then we bisected it to get angle DOB, which is giving us 45 degrees. Now let's move on to the 22.5 degrees angle or 22.5 degrees angle. 22.5 is equal to 45 divided by 2. So when we divide the 45 degrees angle into 2, you will get a 22.5 degrees angle. So to get the 22.5 degrees angle, we are going to bisect the 45 degrees angle. The 45 degrees angle is angle DOB. So we are going to bisect angle DOB. Angle DOB is the angle formed by the line OD and OB. So to bisect the angle formed between the line OD and OB, we will take our compass, then we will put the needle of the compass on this point, which is the point of intersection of the semicircle and the line OD. Then we will turn the compass and construct an arc. After that, we will move the needle of the compass from this point to this point, which is the point of intersection between the semicircle and the line OB. Then we will turn the compass and we construct another arc. We are now done with the compass, so I'm going to take the compass off. You can see that this is the point of intersection of the two arcs, and this is point O. I'm going to clean the excess part of the arc so that you can see them very clearly. Let's call the point of intersection of the two arcs point E. So let's call this point point E. This is giving us point E. To get the 22.5 degrees angle, we will join point E to point O. So using your ruler and your pencil, you join point E to point O, like I'm doing here. And joining point E to point O will give us our 22.5 degrees angle. So from here, we can say that angle EOB is 22.5 degrees. So we first constructed angle COB, which is the angle formed along this line, and that angle is 90 degrees. Then after that, we bisected angle COB to get angle DOB, which is the angle formed along this line. And when you bisect a 90 degrees angle, you are going to get 45 degrees. So the angle formed along this line is giving us 45 degrees. Then after constructing the 45 degrees angle, we bisected it. So we bisected angle DOB to get angle EOB. And that angle is 22.5 degrees. So the angle formed along this line is 22.5 degrees. So in order to get a 90 degrees angle, you first construct a semicircle, which will give you a 180 degrees angle. Then you bisect that 180 degrees angle to get the 90 degrees angle. To get a 45 degrees angle, you bisect the 90 degrees angle. And to get a 22.5 degrees angle, you bisect the 45 degrees angle. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel for more videos. So far, we have learned how to use a ruler and a pair of compasses only to construct a 90 degrees angle, a 45 degrees angle, and a 22.5 degrees angle. In the next video, we are going to learn how to use a ruler and a pair of compasses only to construct a 60 degrees angle and a 120 degrees angle. Bye bye.